The story begins with a Korean novel called 3 Ways to Survive Apocalypse. It was not an ordinary story. It was a very long story that was going on for the past 10 years, and there were more than 3,000 chapters in it. In the beginning, many people read it. But then because this story was so long and difficult, so slowly everyone started leaving it. Finally, only one reader was left who also read the last chapter of it. His name was Kim Dokja. Dokja was a simple boy. He used to spend his life alone. From middle school to now, whenever he had a problem in his life, whether it was school bullying or a college problem, or job stress, this novel encouraged him. The story of this novel was about a hero named Yeo Jonghyuk. Jonghyuk had a power of regression, which means he could go back in time after death so that he could save the world from destruction. Dokja liked this story because Jonghyuk's struggle gave him the courage to survive in his boring life. The day this novel was about to end, Dokja was on the subway going home from his office. When he read the last chapter, he was a little sad because its ending was very harsh. Only the hero was left alive. The rest of them were dead. Dokja was so angry at its ending that he wrote a comment to the author that it was a very bad ending. Surprisingly, the author even replied. He thanked the author that he also said that you were the only reason why I was able to complete this novel. Thank you for reading this novel. And if you didn't like the ending of this novel, you can write the ending of this novel yourself. Dokja didn't understand his words at all. But as soon as the train hit a bump at 7 o'clock on this train, the world here suddenly changed. The lights here flickered and the signals of the smartphones went off. A message began to ring on the train that the free service of the planetary system has ended and now the paid service has begun. Everyone was confused. No one understood anything. At this time, a small creature flying in the air comes and tells himself that he is Dukai B. Because of reading the novel, Dokja knew about this creature. Dukai B told all the frightened passengers that their peaceful life is over and now they have to prove their worth to survive. Everyone thought it was a joke. So to make everyone believe, this creature blew the head of a man standing here. Seeing this, there was a commotion in the train. Dukai B told everyone that this is not a joke and now you will be given the first mission. In the next 10 minutes, you have to kill any living organism from here. That is, you have to kill any living thing, and if you can't kill it, I will kill you after 10 minutes. Some people stood here out of fear. Some people started killing other people to keep themselves alive. The one who was standing here relaxed was Dokja. He understood that this is the same scene from which the novel started. Now, because he had read the novel and this whole situation was linked to that novel, Dokja already knew about all the upcoming situations. He also knew that the mission of this time is to kill any living organism and not to kill humans. Dokja sees a child here who had a lot of ants in a box. That he immediately went to the child and took a container from the child and killed an ant. He also gave an ant to his coworker. Dokja was the first person to kill an ant. That is why it is announced here that Dokja has got 300 coins. It is known that coins are the only things in this world from which people can buy any item to increase their strength and to save themselves. At the same time, Dokja notices that everyone had stopped killing humans, but there was still a boy who was attacking an old woman and was trying to kill her. Dokja understood that this is Namwon, a character of the novel who likes to beat people. Dokja wanted to save that old woman, but she did not have the strength to fight Namwon. Then he remembers that he can buy anything in this novel, even strength. That is why he opens his status window and first of all, using his coins, he increases his strength. Suddenly, he feels his body very light and very strong. With this strength, Dokja killed Namwon very badly, and then while saving that old woman, he tried to kill her by keeping an insect in her hand. But he killed the insect himself and the old woman could not kill it. Thus, his coins started increasing and the time also became 0 here. It is known that Dokja was with him and no one other than that little boy could have passed this mission. That's why the system killed them all. The train was now full of corpses. Dokja also returned to the train and was very happy to see this bloodshed. He tells that the people sitting on the stars who are enjoying all this like a movie or drama, they must have been very happy. Anyway, it is shown that now the train stops at the bridge and suddenly a very dangerous monster flies from the water and breaks this bridge. Now all the people fall down and die, but here some people meet and open the train door and Dokja picks up the little girl and starts running with all his companions on this broken bridge. They thought they were safe, but the danger was not over yet. Those passengers who were killed in the last round, they were chasing them like zombies. They thought they would die, but then Dokja looked back. John Hughes, who was the main hero of the novel, was fighting with all these zombies. At this time, when John Hughes saw Dokja and his companions, he was surprised. He was a regressor who came back to life after dying. He remembered everything that happened here and he had never seen anyone alive from that train before. So he caught Dokja and hung him from the bridge. The monster opened his big mouth and was waiting for Dokja to come. John Hughes asked him, "Who are you and how did you survive?" Dokja could not tell the truth that he has come from the outside world. That's why he lies that he has the power to see the future. And he survived using it. Dokja says, "If this is the case, then save yourself from this monster with your powers." As soon as he says this, he throws Dokja into the monster's mouth. Dokja went straight and fell into the monster's stomach. It was dark all around. As soon as Dokja came, his stomach acid began to increase and he burned Dokja and melted him. Dokja did not panic because he knew that there was a hidden system of Dokabai here too. He contacted him and said, "I know you have a partner streamer and he is looking for content. I will make this segment so entertaining that people will watch it again and again and coins will rain on your partner's channel," but he says that in return, he also needs a share in the profit. After a while, Dokabai also agreed. This is how Dokja got some coins through which he bought a weapon with thorns that he killed the monster with this weapon. After that, he came out of the monster's stomach. He not only came out of here alive, but he also obtained a lot of special things. He traded his special items through Dokabai creature and took Ether of Faith in return, because he knew that Ether of Faith was going to be very useful for him. After that, he took a mask to hide his identity and went to a nearby safe station. On the way, Dokja saw that some goons were attacking a girl. He recognized that this was also a character of the novel, who died at the beginning of the novel. But he decided to change the story. With courage and the power he had bought, he fought all the goons and saved this girl. To save his life, Hivon thanks him and decides to go with him. These people reach a station together where they see that many more survivors were gathered here. But a corrupt man was running apparently. He was showing everyone that he was helping everyone, but actually he was taking advantage of people. He used to sell the weak people as prey to the monsters and used to earn coins to survive here. Dokja first realized that this man is a cheater when he tried to make friends with Dokja and told him to share his coins with this group. When Dokja clearly refused, the people here felt that Dokja is selfish. Dokja does not care about anyone's words because he knows that to save everyone, it is necessary to break this system. At this time, if Dokja had given his coins to all the people, none of them would have to play in the next round. But Dokja tells everyone that I will not give you coins, but I will clear that tunnel instead of you, so that you can go to the next level. Dokja made a small team here. In this team, a soldier, a girl, a co-worker, and a small child who had insects. This child had the power to talk to insects. That's why Dokja knew that this child is going to be very useful to him.